Now this story, it's coming from Luke chapter 15. And in this story, Jesus is speaking to the crowd. They're the tax collectors and the sinners there. They were drawing near to Jesus. And then there were the scribes and Pharisees, and they were muttering, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." And Jesus told a parable about a lost sheep, and then that was followed by a parable about a lost coin. And then Jesus told the story about a man who had two sons, and the younger son went to the man and said, "Father, divide the property or the estate amongst us. Give me my share of the estate." So the father divided the property between the two, and not long after that, the younger son, he took everything, he got everything together that was his, and he went off to a far country where he wasted his wealth on wild living. And then there was a severe famine in that far country, and so the younger son, he was in need, and he hired himself out to feed pigs as a job. He longed to eat the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one would help him. And then he came to his senses, and he said, even my father's hired hands, even my father's hired workers, they have food to eat, and here I am starving to death. I will return to my father. I will tell him that I have sinned against heaven and against him, my father, and I will ask to be made like a hired worker. So the younger son got up to go to his father, and while he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and his father was filled with compassion. His father ran to him. He threw his arms around him and he kissed him. And the son said to his father, "Father, I have sinned against you and I've sinned against heaven and against you, and I'm no longer worthy to be called your son." So the father said to the servants, "Get the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his fingers and put sandals on his feet, and kill the fatted calf, for we must celebrate, because this son of mine, he was dead and now he's alive. He was lost and now he's found." So they celebrated. Now the older son was out in the field, and he came in and he heard the dancing or the singing and the dancing, the music, and he asked one of the servants, "What is going on?" And the servant said, "Your brother has come, and your father has killed the fatted calf, because he has his son back safe and sound." Now the older brother was angry, and he refused to go in. So the father came out, and he pleaded with the older brother to come in. And the older brother, he said, "I've been slaving for you all these years, and I haven't disobeyed any of your orders, and you haven't even given me even a young goat so that I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, when he who wasted your wealth, your property, on prostitutes, when he comes home, you kill the fatted calf." And the father said to the older son, "Son, you are with me always, and everything that I have is yours, but we had to celebrate because this brother of yours, he was dead and now he's alive. He was lost and now he's found." And this is the story coming from Luke 15.